Okay, so here is our question. What are the main concepts of OOPS? What are classes and objects? This is a very important and very basic question. Let's see the answer. Here are the main concepts of OOPS: objects, classes, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. Whenever interviewer will ask the four pillars of OOPS, then they are inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation only. So in this question, we will only focus on classes and objects, and then other concepts we will cover in upcoming questions. So let's start with the classes. A class is a logical unit or blueprint that contains fields, methods, and properties. There are some class members. Let's see a code example of a simple class. See, here is a employee class we have. Now let's see what are the important members of this class. First is a constructor, which name is similar to the name of the class name. Okay. Now what is a constructor? Constructor is a method in the class which gets executed when a class object is created. Or in other words, whenever you will create object of this class, then the code inside this constructor will automatically execute. No need to call this constructor method explicitly. Second class member is a field, which is right now experience here. Now, what is a field? A field is a variable of any type. So basically we store the data in the field in our .NET applications. The next member of the class is property. What is property? A property is a member that provides help in read and write of the private field. Why we need property when we have field, and why we need property to access fields? This is because of encapsulation, and that we will cover in upcoming question. That the question will be what is encapsulation, we will discuss later. Now next important member of class is the method, which is right now calculate salary here. So what is method? A method is a code block that contains a series of statements. Or you can say that all the business logic of your application will be placed inside the methods only. Remember, properties and methods are same. When I say same, properties are special kind of methods, but they just do one thing, and that is getting and setting the fields only. That's why they are keep them separate from the normal methods. So this is the structure of a normal class in our application. Now the question is, how can we use this class in our application? We have a class, okay, this is the blueprint. Now how we can use it? Because the class in itself is doing nothing. A class can only be used when you will create the object of this class. And that is like this. So here we are creating the object employee of the employee class. And then we are setting the property experience via the object. And then we are calling the calculate salary method via the object only. So what is an object? An object is an instance of a class. So if you want to use a class in your application, then you have to create its object. Now let's see the same thing in the code. So here is a small console application which have the same code. If you can see, this is the employee class, constructor, field, property, and the calculate salary method. Now we have just created the object of this class and have set the property and called the calculate salary method. If we will not create the object of this class like this, then this class is of no purpose. But we have to use this class, therefore we have created the object. And when this calculate salary method will run, it will just will give this output: experience into 300,000 or 3 lakhs. So experience is 3 here. So the output will be like this. Output will be 900,000. Okay, so this is the output. Now one important thing is this field and this property now you can write in a single line, which is like we can just prop and double tap, and then we can this experience. Okay, so now this single line of code is doing the same thing which a line of field and multiple line of properties were doing. So this is the short form which is nowadays, or you can say, should be used. So this is nothing else but the short form of this code. Okay, so let's see the definition once again. So a class is a logical unit or blueprint that contains fields, methods, and properties, and a object is an instance of a class. So that is the answer of this question. Let's see the another questions in upcoming videos.